I used to wonder why I would be misunderstood or some people would think I was being negative about a certain situation. But it really doesn't matter because we can't really control how someone thinks of us. And when I started doing readings for people, I realized that we all care more of how people think of us. And what happens is we put our insecurities out into the universe, and then people translate it in different ways because energy is not read specifically in a certain way. Energy is read in the most simplest form. So what we put out there, they're picking up on another way. So for example, like when I used to work at a place, if I was working really hard and I was like, oh, okay, I'm working really hard today, and I want my boss to see that I'm working really hard, and I want to prove to them that I'm a good worker. So maybe I'm putting that out in the universe, but then maybe my worker only hears it in the simplest form and only picks up that one paragraph or that one type of energy of proving it to my boss. So in her mind, she's like, oh, maybe she has to prove it to me that she's a hard worker. I think she does have to prove it to me, so I'm going to start picking on her. So then what I just created was energy of insecurities out in the universe that she picked up and she interpreted in that sense. And now I just manifested a boss that's being a jerk to me. So people manifest things every day by what we think and what we put out. So when someone tells me, oh, I manifested this good thing today, sometimes I feel like we manifest things every day. Every second of the day we're manifesting. Whether it's good or bad, it's still manifestation. But the more we can think positive and put maybe like good energy in our thoughts and simple thoughts, maybe the more positive manifestations will happen for us. And then there won't be a point like, oh, this manifestation happened for me today, because every day we'll be manifesting something positive. So every day will be magical. So I wanted to share with you my take of energy and how it influences us and how thoughts make a big difference in our life. But I also wanted to share with you my lazy manifestation hack. Energy is everywhere. It's all around us and within us. We all use energy in different ways. A martial artist might be aware of the energy and know when there is danger, or they might scan their opponent's aura and strike the area that they feel is weak. Or they might even put out a fake or false weakness in their aura to bait the attacker. They might even conjure energy to uproot or lift an opponent. A healer or doctor might find the weakness in a person and tap into the energy to understand what the patient needs to be healed, whether it's medicine, herbs, physical manipulation, or attention. And a psychic might tap into the energy and then they'll translate it or figure out why it's there. We all react to energy in different ways. Say, for example, it's a really hot day and everyone's in a swimming pool. The kids jump in the swimming pool and make a big splash. Say one guy gets pissed off and he starts yelling at the kids. See, another guy just relaxes and he's on his inflatable tube and rides the wave as they splash. Then say there's another guy that starts splashing water back at them and start playing around with them. Either way you look at it, they are all connected to the water, but all react differently depending on the person. Just like energy, we all connect to energy, but we choose how to react to the energy. Energy connects us together, so no matter how far we are apart from each other, a different house, state, or country, as long as we're able to tap into the energy, we can pick up on intuitive signs. Energy is all around us, but to move it, it needs a thought or it needs intention. If not, it will stay neutral. Sometimes people don't know that they're reacting to energy or being influenced by the energy that is being projected out. Like, for example, say friends keep talking about how this one girl is always so jealous of them, and they anticipate to see proof. So they watch the girl and they see how she reacts and they look at her actions, and in their eyes, they will see what they want to believe. So this energy is put out into the universe and the girl picks it up, but she doesn't know why she's acting this way. And now this becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy due to the energy and the insecurities that the people are putting out into the universe. It's like when I was working and I'd be standing up all day running errands. And in my mind, I'd be like, I want my boss to see this. I want my boss to see me. That's right, see me. Walking, running errands, working hard. And say my boss might only pick up on the part of see me. And as soon as I take a break and I sit down, my boss comes in and he sees me only sitting down and says something like, gee, you look relaxed. Did you work today? He saw me all right. He saw me sitting down. So sometimes if we say, oh, that guy looks like a jerk, he probably will be, because in our mind, we will see everything to make him out to be a jerk. Sometimes we don't want to see friends from high school because the memory of how we were are still locked in their minds and it holds that space for us. And then we tend to revert back to the person that we were a long time ago. So when our parents used to say, we are the company we keep, in a way it's true. Our energy sometimes mold into the same frequency that our company wants us to be or how they want to remember us. It sometimes makes it hard for us to grow. That's why one of the most important part of learning about psychic ability is to really know yourself. There's a lot of techniques out there that teach psychic ability, but if you know who you are, what you like, how you get affected, what is your strengths, and what is your weakness, you will know if the energy is yours or if it's coming from another source. But on another note, after you realize if it's the outside energy, the self-awareness of why we are letting it influence us will be the answer to what we lack inside us. The manifestation hack that I want to share is throughout the day, if you catch yourself thinking too much about a situation, and believe me, that happens to me, ask my friends. Wait, don't ask my friends. But if you do start thinking too much about a situation, try and catch yourself, be aware of it. And instead of thinking so much about it, think of a short, positive thought. Because energy, like I said in the beginning, is translated in the most simplest form. They're not going to pick up the whole sentence and the whole details. They're just going to pick up one short part of what you're manifesting and putting out there. So when you think of something positive and short. Too much thinking might get translated wrong and can be manifested terribly. Like how in the beginning I told you I manifested my boss being a jerk. So rethink simple, short, happy thoughts that can turn into positive manifestations.